Hey YouTube family, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is another chit chat get ready with me video. Now you guys may be a little bit tired of me doing these videos because it's like, how many times is girl gonna chit chat with me? But I love doing them because one, it's my opportunity to talk to you guys out there, and two, it's the opportunity for me to get ready at the same time. I do a lot of these steps off camera a lot of the times. Why not do it with you guys? A lot of you guys said you like it too because it's like we're talking while you're doing your makeup at the same time. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Now today's look I am filming is a reunion, high school reunion, college reunion, just homecoming type of a look. Now they're coming up on reunion homecoming season. As you guys know, I have my little book right here. I'm gonna go through and let you guys know who Talia was back in 08. 08 is when I graduated. We're in 2018, so do the math. You know it's my 10-year reunion coming up. But like I said, it is reunion season, meaning the time of the year where you gotta get together and get with people that you ain't seen in quite some time, although you probably have seen them all over the Facebooks. You guys know I'm using NYX eyebrow pencil. I'm not too excited. Like everybody's like, you ready for homecoming? I'm just like, I mean, I know what y'all up to. Like I'm seeing you literally right now. Like I run into people still sometimes because I live right outside of my hometown. Like Charlotte is literally kind of like 50 minutes, and a lot of people migrate. You know, they may go to college, come back, and then typically live in Charlotte area. So sometimes I even be running into people. I don't know, my more funner times were in college. Funner times, if that's a word. I mean, I liked high school a lot, and I was just reading through my book. Like, pause for the cause real quick. I was looking through my book, like my senior book recently, just to get into the mood, and I was looking at like things about me, and it was like, what time did I wake up? 6:45. I'm like, kind of the same now. And it was like, when did I start calling my friends? And it said 7 o'clock when my free minutes start. It was so cute, like just looking through and like looking to see what things were back in the day. Like me in high school, like I ran track in high school, I played volleyball in high school. And the page that really got me was my page on like what I thought I would be doing like 10 years from now, like what I thought my life would look like as we go into the reunion season. I thought I was gonna be an accountant. I thought my yearly salary was gonna be $125,000. I thought I would be married at the age of 26 with 2 boys and a girl named Kia, Gabriel, and the father name can be the other boy. So basically I always thought the kid can be a junior. I thought I would drive a black Audi. I used to like Audis very much. I thought I would live in Raleigh, North Carolina. Like I just had so many thoughts. It's so crazy to look back on like high school and what we thought was like the thing, and now like going into it. Am I an accountant? No. But I realized in college accounting wasn't for me. But the thing about high school is I was voted most friendliest in high school. I'll start kind of a picture of kind of what I look like. It was like a cheesy picture of us like holding the door open for each other, because that's who I was. I was very kind in high school. I was very nice, and I feel like that kind of personality has translated into my adulthood. That's one thing that kind of stayed throughout my entirety of life, is that I've always been friendly. I've always been kind. I've been nice to people, and I think it's translated well into my channel too. I try to be friendly. I try to bring you guys in. I try to still keep like just a sense of normalcy in my channel. So I think that's the one thing that I could say is I've been for 10 years, and even still so before high school. I was just always known as like the nice person. That's not the most popular. I think that kind of gets confused. There was the most popular at high school. So yes, high school reunions coming up. If you guys have been to yours or you have one coming up, like what are your thoughts on them? Are you excited for them? I mean, it's exciting to see people, especially move far away. If you live very far away from where you kind of grew up from, then I kind of get it. Like you may not keep in touch, you might not have social media like that, you may be excited to see them and all that. But for me, I mean, I'm very happy at where I am in life, so it's not like an embarrassment as to I'm not where I thought I was going to be. Like I thought I was going to be an accountant. I work in HR. This is, you know, I'm not disappointed in where I've come in life because I'm very excited. I don't feel any kind of way. Like I think it's a thing where like I'm 28 now, I'm not married, I don't have kids, I'm not where I thought I was going to be as an 18-year-old. But as an 18-year-old, I didn't know what life was really. College for me, I go to all my college homecomings. So homecoming for college season is coming up soon. I'm excited about that. Ready to go to state, ready to go get it in with my college friends. I still keep in contact with my high school friends, but I think this college is where I, one, became myself, and two, kind of met the people that I've continued talking to for the continuous of my life. Me and Sasha been best friends for 10 years now. And even post-college, my right out of college friends, like my old roommate, Lashana, who became my friend, Jessica, who became my friend, all these people became my friend when I feel like I was more in tune with who I was. And that's why I'm going pretty light on the look. The look you'll see today is pretty light. At first I was like, what look would I wear to my homecoming / my class reunion? I gotta let them know I'm out here. I gotta let them know I don't look no different. But I was like, I don't want to set on them too hard. Don't want to do them like that. Let me just create a simple look. Don't want to be too made up, because then it's like, oh, she don't look good because she got all that makeup on. No, I got my natural beauty. And honestly, I really been into more natural makeup anyways lately. I don't know why. I just been more into more natural look. My mom actually is it's her reunion too, so it's her homecoming game too. We went to the same high school. She's lived in the same town since birth. It's her 30th. She graduated in 88. I graduated in 08. So they got t-shirts and everything. Like, her class really doing it big. My class really just like, we'll see what kind of happens, what kind of pops off. And I was like, it'll be so funny if I just go over to my mom's section and just be like, hey, yeah, it's me. I'm pretending to be my mom, because we look so similar. Like, everybody says we're sisters. We get that all the time. If you've seen her on Instagram, you guys know I love and I go up for my mom. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you don't know how twinsy we are, but I post pictures of her quite often. We're so, like, we look very much so similar. And the people are always in the comment section like, dang, that's your mama kind of went by in a flash. Like, life is moving very fast, but I think even though life is moving very fast, it still hasn't put me in a position where I feel like I need to settle for anything. Like, the Shade Room posted an article the other day about how the divorce rate is declining because of millennials, and a lot of people were like, yes, we are staying married, we are doing big things. But then if you actually read the article, like, the headline said, you know, divorce rate drops because of millennials, and then everybody read the title, because that's what they do on the Shade Room. They read the title and like, yes, we stay married because we marrying our queens and all that. But then if you actually read the article that drew it from, it was the divorce rate is declining because millennials aren't getting married. That's the deal. It's because the older folks, like millennials, are not getting married. They're waiting longer, and then they're getting married at older ages, kind of when they've done what they're going to do and all that, and more set. And it's declining because, you know, you have millennials who are now like, what are we now? Like, we're somewhere between 20 and 35 or something, or 33. I don't know where millennial cutoff is, but they're waiting till they're maybe like 32 and stuff like that and getting married. So the divorce rate is declining because not as many marriages are happening, and if they are happening, they're between people who are a little bit older. So I was like, yeah, y'all getting excited, y'all really thinking we out here doing things. Like, I know millennials that's gotten married. Shoot, one of my exes got married, he got divorced too. But if my life had gone the way I thought it was gonna go, like I was dating somebody in college who I really thought I was gonna marry as soon as I got out of college, things didn't work out that way. But if I had done that, I don't think my life would be anywhere near in comparison to the way it is now. I can't say whether it'd be better, I can't say whether it'd be worse, but I know one thing, I wouldn't have this channel. I know one thing, I wouldn't be probably working where I'm working. Back in those days, I was very submissive too, so I probably would have just gone wherever he went, like wherever his job went. I wouldn't have any say so in it. And now I think if I get married now, I'm gonna have more of a say in what I want to do. I know now that I'm very close to my family. I was very close back in the day, but I always thought, oh yeah, I could move like 3 hours away. But now that I'm getting older, I'm like, I want to be closer to my grandparents. They're up in their age, they're in their 80s. I want to be close to my family, especially when I have kids, as close as I am to my mother and all that. As she ages, she's still in her young phase, but she's gonna get older at some point, and I'm gonna want her to be you know, with me, and I want her to be close to me. So these are things I'm factoring into where I want to live. I thought I wanted to live in Raleigh, as you saw in my journal, and now I can't even imagine me living in Raleigh. For my eyeshadow lid, I'm going for something that matches my eye. If you guys can notice, it probably doesn't even look like I have eyeshadow on. I'm going for very natural. I have dark lids, so I'm just trying to make them look like liddy, I guess, if that makes sense. Not as dark, so I'm still going for kind of a natural look. So I'm going in with kind of this color mixed in with that color. So I had to do a liner off camera, and what I did was I used the Stila eye pencil. I've been loving this lately. I love how thin it is. You can barely even see it. Can it even pinpoint? Go against my forehead. Can you see how thin that is? Now, in terms of lashes, I'm going in with the Laura eyelashes. Now, you guys know I am a sucker for some good old, what's my favorite lash? Kiss 03 Beyond Naturals. Those are my favorite lashes. What am I thinking? And I love those lashes so much, but I've been loving these lashes lately. So yes, the last thing I wanted to spend time talking about today is hate comments. One thing I knew was going to happen, I thought it was going to happen a lot sooner though, was that when you get bigger, or you grow a little bit, not to say I'm big, but when you grow and you put yourself out there more, you do get hate comments a lot more. Now I don't get hate comments a lot, and when I do, it's about the same thing. I get hate comments maybe once every like 3 weeks, which ain't bad at all, but it's always the same thing. I'm gonna put them up on screen right now so you can see them. And typically when I get hate comments and I like talk about them, I blur out the person's name. I ain't gonna do no blur today. Why? Like, I'd be taking the time to blur it for what? Like, they came on my channel and said a comment that if you go to the video, it's easy to find. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. And it's always regarding my mouth. Like my mouth. They're like, what's wrong with that girl's mouth? Like, you can see the comments. What's going on? Am I the only one focused on this girl's mouth? Are we not gonna say anything about this girl's mouth? Blah 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 blah. And I always respond back like, okay, let's get the conversation started. You want to talk about it so bad, like, well, let's speak on it. Like, what do you want to talk about? Or I'm always like, you're gonna have to take this conversation up with the Lord, because He the one who made my mouth. I didn't get my mouth done. Like, this is the mouth I was born with. Like, what do they think the response is gonna be? Like, do they think they're gonna get a lot of positive comments? Do they think they're gonna get a lot of other people who are like them and are gonna comment like, yeah, let's talk about it. Like, what's wrong with it? Like, we're gonna be doctors and we're gonna figure out what's wrong with that girl's mouth. Like, what is wrong with her mouth? And it's like, I knew like before starting this channel, my list was gonna be like an issue, but it's like I have a list and I can't unhave it. So am I gonna not have a channel and put myself out there for criticism because I have a list, or am I gonna just still do what I want to do? And I decided, yeah, I'm gonna still do what I want to do. And if I didn't have the backbone that I have, like, I'm super friendly. You guys, like I said at the top of this video, I was voted most friendliest in high school. So I'm not the angriest. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm not gonna get up and you like, what's wrong with you? I'm not combative in the sense that I'm gonna say, what's wrong with your face? What's wrong with that? Like, I'm not that person. So it's never gonna be like, you're never gonna get the response out of me that I don't know what response you're trying to get out of me. Like, are you trying to make me cry? Are you gonna make me say, oh yeah, I had mouth surgery to make my mouth worse, like, to talk like this? I wanted to have a weird mouth. Like, and it's not my mouth that's getting people, it's kind of the way. I know what it is. I have a list, and when I was growing up, I had a speech impediment. I talked about this on this channel. I had a speech impediment. I went to a speech therapist. I was like, thought it was so cool in elementary school. Like, I would get pulled out of class and I would go to the speech therapist office at school, and we would talk. The words I couldn't say well were T's and P's and S's, which was sucky because my name started with a T. My name is Talia, so not being able to say those words was a huge issue. So I went to a speech therapist. I went to it in school, and then I also went to one outside of school. I don't know, maybe it was like 2 years, not super long, but I think it really helped. I think, am I always gonna have a lisp? I'm always gonna have a lisp, but it helped in the sense of, one, I didn't feel unconfident about it either. I knew I couldn't say T's or S's and P's back in school. I had surgery when I was a kid to cut that little there's a little thing that hangs like right here for most people. I don't have that. I had surgery in like 8th grade. I think I was 8th grade or 9th grade to remove that. They said that would help me a little bit too, more with my sounds, and it helped too. I mean, I don't know what reaction people want from me in terms of my lisp. Like, I get it. I do hold my mouth weird, but what do y'all want me to speak on? Like, what response are they looking for? And I know it's not me, it's really them, something going on with them that makes them even comment. I don't know if they think their comments don't get seen by me too, because you're new to my channel if you don't know that I read every single comment that I get. I read literally every single comment because I like seeing people's responses. Even though I may not be able to comment to everything, I at least try to heart or give some acknowledgement that I saw the comment and all that, just because I get a lot of comments, not just on new videos, but because my content is so evergreen, meaning that I post content that you don't have to specifically watch today. Like, I don't make a gossip channel where I talk about, you know, what's happened recently. I guess the trial going on with that judge. If you talk about current events, you talk about like On the Run tour, you talk about things, you're not gonna watch that video a year from now. But people are still gonna watch a Free Choice Pesto curl video a year from now if they're interested in that hair. So I get a lot of comments on videos that are old. So I try to keep up too. I try to keep up, like, you commenting on a video from 2 years ago, I'm always like, okay, well, I made a more recent video on this a year ago. So if you want to check that out, that's available. So for foundation, of course, I'm going to go in with my two most full coverage ones. I think this one has a little bit more orange. This is a little bit more yellow, and I need the combination of the both. I use All Nighter in, what shade am I in All Nighter? 8.75. I use the Becca in Amber. They actually look exactly the same. I thought one was oranger, but now that I look at it, maybe they're the same shade. I use just 2 pumps. These are full coverage foundations. I know I'm a sheer to medium coverage girl. I know I pride my channel. I did not prime my face. Ooh, child. Cannot forget the primer. I hope that doesn't affect the fact that I already applied some. I think I'm good. I know I'm normally a sheer to medium coverage girl, but lately, even in my real life, not even post filming, I've been wearing full coverage foundation. I don't know what it is, but I have been loving me a good full coverage beat. And it may be because I'm going to more on campus things and I've been running into people, so maybe I just low-key felt like I needed to just be, and just in case I run into some subscribers, be Lavon ready. And I have run into some of you guys. I went to a inclusion and diversity event at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte recently. And shout out to the subscribers that I met. And you guys were so sweet to come up to me and be like, well, I know you're working and you're not in like Lavon mode, but I'm like, I'm always in Lavon mode. Like, don't ever feel like if you see me on about, unless you see me with, like, I was at this event and like my other coworkers were there at this event in particular, so it's fine. Now if you see me with like a horde of like people I work with, just pull me to the side, because my coworkers, some of them know about my YouTube, some of them don't. So if you ever see me in like a situation and I am like more, you know, I'm a professional like in my real work, I still would love to meet you guys. So don't feel like, oh, I can't go up to her. Please still feel free, just like pull me to the side. At this event I was by myself, so come up to me and don't feel any type of way. But yes, I just feel like, just in case, you never know who you're gonna run into, and I don't want them to be like, oh, she don't look the same. I want to keep that same energy. So recently I was on campus at A&T University. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys saw me post in my stories that I was there. And I wanted to get a shirt while I was there so bad, because one, I wanted to film my homecoming look, and I wanted to have a homecoming shirt on. I know it makes sense, why not go to the school you went to, but I just feel like I'm go ahead and say it, and I'll be a traitor. North Carolina A&T has better homecoming. So I wanted to have that on today's video while I'm filming a homecoming look for you guys. But I didn't get to go to the bookstore, but I ordered one online, and guess what? It won't be here till next week. And I needed to really get this video off, or film it at least this week. But rep your school. Let me know where you went down below. Like, I'm very interested in knowing where everybody is from. I can see in my analytics where so many people watch me, but that doesn't mean that's where you are originally from. So rep your school, rep your city, rep wherever you rep down below. I just want to have a better conversation with you guys. And also, I don't vlog as much anymore. People are like, I want to see vlogs. I want to see vlogs from you. But lately it's been work. And for concealer today, I use this new MAC 24-hour Studio Fix a concealer. I don't know how I'm feeling about this. It's in an NC42, which typically is my concealer shade. Like, I have the Studio Finish concealer, that and NC42, but this looks a lot brighter. I think they have more shades of this now. I think they have like an NC43, 44. They go through all the numbers. So maybe I'm an NC43, but I didn't get that because I've never even known them to have that. I'm also contouring with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour and Cappuccino. I just love this for contouring because it is, if you're my skin tone and you're looking for what contour shade you are in the bronzers by Anastasia, get this one. It does a good job. What you don't need to do, and I say this all the time when you contour, is you don't need an orangey contour. I think sometimes we see bronzers and we think they're used for contouring. It's not. What you're supposed to do is get a shade that creates dimension, and you just need kind of a what would I consider this? This is kind of a washed down, kind of a dull brown tone. You don't need an orangey brown tone. I used to contour with MAC Dark Deep, and now I just use that for bronze. I don't bronze as much anymore too. Lately I've been out of the bronzing phase just because I sometimes have realized in videos I look like a Oompa Loompa, and then I start wondering, is that what I look like every day? And then I'm like, is that why I'm single right now? And for blush, I'm using this NYX blush in Terracotta. I haven't used this in a while, but this was my favorite blush. As you guys can see, I've killed it over and over again, so I still have to dig my brush in there to get some product up, but I used to kill this. This is like one of the natural looking blushes. I'm pretty sure they don't even make this anymore, so I'm not gonna harp on it too long. And for highlight, I'm going to go in with Bobbi Brown. This is probably the first product or highlight product that I actually hit pan on because I love it so much, and I will actually purchase it. I know it's expensive, child. You ain't gotta tell me how expensive this product is. I bought it, but I bought it a couple years ago. It's like really good. I rarely use it just because I'm trying to save it, but I've been using it recently just because of how natural it looks. Oh my god, my favorite lip combination recently has been, I know I'm a sepia junkie, but my favorite lip recently has been lining my lips with Chestnut. So going in with, what is this called? Truffle Raine by Raine. And going in with this shade called Chi from Coulourpop. And this overall is the finished look. I think it's super natural. I think it's something that is super doable. I don't think I'm doing too much. You guys, let me know what you think down below. Is it still doing too much? Do I need to tone it down a little bit? I can't not wear no makeup now. You know, I look very young. I need to let them know I've grown up a little bit. I'm a wee bit of a grown up. So let me know down below how you feeling this look right now. If you're loving my chit chats, also let me know down below. And as usual, leave any questions that you have for me because I want to discuss everything that you guys bring up and everything you guys want to know from me. This is my time to chat with you guys, give you a little peek into my life. I want to let you guys in as much as possible, and if I'm doing a good job at that, leave a thumbs up. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lavon89 so you can be part of the conversation. That's where I do polls. That's where I ask what hairs you guys wanted to see from me. Make sure you guys are subscribed to me so you don't miss any of my content. You can't have made it this far and not smash that subscribe button. It's pretty much impossible, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
It's a bad man thing, yeah. Bad girl make you wine to this, nah.